XRP is going to shake the world of finance. Many experts are now confidently saying that XRP might reach not only $100 or even $1,000, but possibly even $10,000 in the long term. This is because the long-running SEC case is finally ended, whales are accumulating billions in XRP, and new institutional collaborations are being announced every day. At first, that might sound crazy, but if you look at the statistics, the timing, and the bigger picture of the market, it starts to make a lot more sense. This isn't just talk, it's a planned change in momentum that could change the way digital assets work. Let's begin with the biggest news. The SEC has finally dropped its complaint against Ripple. The US Securities and Exchange Commission has withdrawn its last accusations and negotiated a final settlement after almost 4 years of legal fights, false information, and market turmoil. This implies that federal regulators are no longer a danger to Ripple and its leaders, and XRP is no longer stuck in legal uncertainty. Ripple has basically won. This win means a lot more than just a symbol. It has effects on the economy, technology, and the law that go far beyond the courtroom. It finally gives XRP the clear direction it's been looking for and lets it operate freely in institutional finance. Now that the legal pressure is off, there is a lot of activity that speaks to one thing. The smart money is coming into the market. One of the most obvious signs: whales are active. In the previous 48 hours, more than 500 million XRP coins have been moved from exchanges to private wallets. People with a lot of money or institutions are secretly moving hundreds of millions of dollars worth of XRP, which shows that they think the price is set to go up. This isn't the only time this has happened. On-chain data shows that the number of wallets with more over 10 million XRP is steadily rising. Even bigger wallets, some with hundreds of millions of XRP, are accumulating at a rate we haven't seen since XRP's 2017 run. These are the kinds of moves that happen before big rallies. Historically, when whales gather and make exchanges less liquid, prices go up. And when the breakout happens, it's usually quick, sharp, and big. But why now? Why are all these whales suddenly interested in XRP? Ripple may have found the answer in a number of strategic alliances that it has been discreetly building, many of which are only now coming to light. Ripple's relationship with central banks and financial authorities throughout the world is getting stronger, which is one of the most important things. Ripple is already collaborating with a number of governments on projects to make digital currency for central banks. They've constructed infrastructure for countries in Asia, Latin America, and even some portions of Europe. But the most important signs point to Ripple having connections to the IMF, the World Bank, and even the FedNow program in the US. These relationships aren't just guesses. Ripple has stated that it is working with companies that are changing the way people pay for things throughout the world. If XRP becomes a bridge currency across these national CBDCs, the demand might be huge. And don't forget that XRP was made for this very reason: fast, cheap, cross-border value transfers. Okay, everyone, that leads us to talk about price projections. Some others say this is the start of XRP's parabolic phase. People who study the market have begun to compare XRP's current situation to Bitcoin's rise in 2017. Bitcoin went through years of consolidation, legal uncertainty, and popular doubt back then. But when it obtained some breathing room from regulators and big players joined the market, The price skyrocketed from less than $1,000 to more over $20,000 in just a few months. After the lawsuit, XRP is now in a similar situation, with renewed interest from institutions in a concrete use case that is being used in the real world. With that in mind, price targets of $100, $500, or even $1,000 don't seem so crazy anymore. Some of the more extreme projections, like those from long-time XRP influencers and independent analysts, go even further. A popular message going around online said that XRP might reach $5,000 to $10,000, based on predictions that the SWIFT system will be completely overhauled, institutions would get involved, and CBDCs would be adopted all over the world. Those estimates suggest a market cap that might reach tens of billions of dollars, which would be a record high. This is because people think that XRP is not simply a cryptocurrency, but also the building blocks for the future of digital banking. Is it possible to make $10,000 in the near future? Not likely. But if XRP becomes the base layer for global finance in the long run, the math starts to make sense. What really drives this bullish wave is not just price activity, but real-world use. People are using XRP, not simply holding or trading it. A beautiful watch worth $300,000 was bought with XRP not too long ago. That deal meant more than just a sign. It showed how quick, easy, and cheap XRP's payment system actually is. XRP transactions settle in less than 5 seconds and cost less than a penny. This is different from Bitcoin, which is slow and expensive, and Ethereum, which has large gas fees and network congestion. That makes it great for both small and large business payments. Businesses, banks, and even governments are starting to pay attention. Ripple's increasing network is what drives all of this. The organization is always increasing its global reach by making new deals with banks, money transfer services, and fintech platforms. The demand for XRP, which supports Ripple's whole ecosystem, also goes up as this network increases. If this network's token becomes the most popular way to move value, demand will go through the roof. XRP also has a limited supply, which is different from fiat currencies. The price can only go up as more people use it, and the supply on exchanges runs out because whales are hoarding it. And we shouldn't forget about the change in mood. People were skeptical of XRP for a long time. People who didn't like it said it was centralized. Some people didn't believe it because of the litigation, but that story is quickly falling apart. The community is excited. Institutions are starting to like it, and Ripple has come out of this legal battle stronger than ever. The mood is changing even on Wall Street. Reports say that big financial companies are looking into adding XRP to their blockchain strategy as a whole. That's a big change from just a year ago, when a lot of people were avoiding the token because they were worried about the rules. It looks like XRP is ready for something major now that all of these things are coming together. Clearer rules, more whales, collaborations with big institutions, and a payment system that is changing quickly around the world. Coins have gone up in value because of hype previously, but if XRP goes up, it will be based on genuine usefulness, clear laws, and worldwide financial connectivity. That sets it apart. That makes it risky for everyone who is still betting against it. Since XRP is still trading below $1 at the time of this recording, the question is, how many people will look back at this moment as the last chance to buy before the price goes up? The train may not have left the station yet, but it's starting to move, and the time to act is running out. What do you think? Is it possible for XRP to get to $1,000? Is it even possible to get $10,000? Or is this all just a lot of talk? Please leave a remark and let me know. I'd want to know what you think. If you like this explanation, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more in-depth crypto news and click the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching. As always, stay informed, keep sharp, and stay ahead.